An explosion on the railway in Voskresensk, Moscow Oblast, destroyed freight train cars used by the Russians for logistics, according to Ukraine's HUR. According to HUR, the explosion happened around 1 a.m. on December 27. The scale of the damage inflicted on the aggressor country is being assessed. The intelligence agency emphasized that Russian propaganda is trying to hide the explosion's aftermath and is lying about the absence of a fire at the Voskresensk railway depot due to fear of internal resistance. On the night of December 28, in Russia's Voronezh Oblast, an attack by drones damaged the railway's overhead contact system. Local authorities reported train delays. Ukraine is reinforcing its defense near Pokrovsk, Donetsk Oblast, with one of its newest units, the 155th Mechanized Brigade, equipped with German Leopard 2 tanks and French Caesar howitzers, Forbes reported. The publication cited analysts who had reported the arrival of the brigade's equipment in Pokrovsk ahead of an expected new Russian offensive on the city. The nearest Russian units are only 6 kilometers away from Pokrovsk. Currently, the city is calm, which Ukrainian military personnel describe as the calm before the storm. The occupiers are advancing in the south to form a defensive line and prevent Ukrainian forces from receiving reinforcements or breaking a potential siege of the city. At the same time, Ukrainians may attempt to counter this move by deploying a few new brigades and battalions, according to Forbes. This maneuver could lead to another key phase, a brief Russian offensive to the north of Pokrovsk, aimed at partially encircling the city before the main battles for the transportation hub begin. By that time, the 155th Mechanized Brigade is expected to be fully deployed in Pokrovsk, with its German tanks, French howitzers, and 2,000 new soldiers. Whether these forces will be sufficient to hold the city is a key question in this phase of the war, as they will face around 70,000 Russian occupiers. The Ukrainian garrison in the city and surrounding areas is much smaller, Forbes reports. It is likely to consist of fewer than 10 brigades, each with no more than 2,000 soldiers. On December 11, Ukraine's Armed Forces commander Oleksandr Syrsky stated that Russian occupiers are trying to break through Ukraine's defense on the Pokrovsk front, using all available forces. Intense fighting continues in the area. Mykola Koval, head of the press service for Ukraine's Chervona Kalina 14th Brigade of the National Guard, said that fierce battles continue near Pokrovsk, with Russian troops approaching the city to within 6 to 10 kilometers. Analysts from the Institute for the Study of War and Deep State report Russian advances on the Pokrovsk front. Putin has signed a law increasing penalties for organizing and participating in an armed rebellion against him. Sentences range up to 20 years. The minimum sentence is higher, and the maximum is increased to life imprisonment if it results in death or other serious consequences. He's scared. Insane footage shows Ukrainian drone equipped with shotguns shooting down Russian drones. Ukraine has adopted an innovative tactic of using drones to hunt and intercept enemy drones mid-flight. This approach has become a key element in countering Russian reconnaissance and attack drones. Ukrainian forces deploy FPV drones equipped with cameras and explosives, piloted in real time to intercept Russian drones before they can strike their targets. In some cases, drones are used as airborne ramming tools, knocking hostile drones out of the sky. Other interceptors carry nets or are designed to explode on contact. This cost-effective solution leverages Ukraine's growing drone fleet, turning the skies into a battlefield where small, nimble drones engage in high-speed aerial duels. By taking the fight to the air, Ukrainian forces neutralize threats early, protecting troops and infrastructure while gaining vital intelligence. This drone-on-drone warfare showcases Ukraine's technological adaptability and underscores the evolving nature of modern combat. The completely devastated city of Vovchansk in the Kharkiv region bears little difference in appearance from a city destroyed by nuclear weapons. Vovchansk, a town near the Russian border in Kharkiv Oblast, experienced significant turmoil during the conflict. Russian troops occupied Vovchansk early in the invasion, utilizing its strategic location. In September 2022, during a Ukrainian counteroffensive, the town was recaptured by Ukrainian forces. However, the area remained contested, with ongoing skirmishes and artillery exchanges. By mid-2024, Vovchansk had suffered extensive destruction due to continuous bombardment and fighting, leading to a humanitarian crisis and the displacement of its residents. The relentless conflict in both Kharkiv and Vovchansk underscores the devastating impact of the war on urban centers and civilian populations in Ukraine. Ukrainians have released the third translated letter of a deceased North Korean Special Forces operative. In it, he laments betraying his supreme commander, who granted him the favor of atoning for his sins by dying on the European battlefields of Ukraine. The tone is as fanatical and grim as any radical religious manifesto. I grew up in the nurturing embrace of the gracious party, studying freely without a care in the world. There is more unknown love than there is love that is known and accepted. I did not know how to respond to the happiness that surrounded me. Since defending the homeland is the sacred duty of a citizen, and the greatest duty is to protect the homeland, which is the source of all my happiness, I wear the revolutionary military uniform to protect the supreme commander. I was blessed to be given the opportunity to earn a promotion as the lead sergeant in my company. However, I betrayed the party that trusted me and committed ungrateful acts against the supreme commander. The sins I committed are unforgivable, but my homeland gave me a path to redemption and a new start in life. Now I have no choice but to regain the trust I once had. I will go to the front lines in this operation, and I will unconditionally follow the orders of Supreme Commander Kim Jong-un, even if it costs me my life. I will show the entire world the invincible bravery and self-sacrifice of Kim Jong-un's Red Special Forces, Red Commanders. When we win the war and return to our homeland, I will submit a petition to the party. The Financial Times is reporting that Russia relies on Western equipment to produce the Oreshnik medium-range missile system, which Putin now used to threaten the whole world. The American publication investigated the machines of the companies used by the aggressor country to produce the weapons that have already been fired at Ukraine. Two leading Russian arms development institutes were looking for employees, and among the requirements was the ability to work on metalworking machines from German and Japanese companies. This dependence is especially noticeable in the field of metalworking on computer numerical control machines, a technology vital to Oreshnik's production that allows factories to quickly produce parts with high precision, the article states. The publication found that the 2024 announcements of the Moscow Institute of Thermal Engineering, which develops and manufactures ballistic missiles of various ranges, the leading institution for the development of Russian solid-fuel ballistic missiles, stated that we use Fanuc, Siemens, Heidenhain systems.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.